Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing to these videos on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram at the Sita1. You can find daily posts of the tarot cards on Instagram, and you can find the weekly tarot readings on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook at the Sita1. Well, my name is Sita. I'm an intuitive astrologer and psychic tarot reader, and I'm here to explain some of the astrological energies happening between May 30th and June 5th. And it has been an exciting time, especially for those Geminis and Sagittarians out there, as we see a lot of planets, they're called stelliums, in Gemini, and other movements such as eclipses and retrogrades. So let's start with the Mercury Retrograde, and I'll explain to you what happens in the shadow before and after the retrograde and how to handle this time, using it as an opportunity for growth. So Mercury's retrograde period is between May 30th and June 22nd, close to the solstice. It entered its shadow period, that's before it retrogrades. It's about 2 weeks before it retrogrades, and it was at the degree of 16 Gemini. And then it's going to move forward until it reaches its retrograde time on May 30th, and it will go backward and and enter the 16 degrees of Gemini again on June 22nd before it stations and starts going direct. So it's important to know those degrees. If you know your chart, you can see planets that are at that degree of Gemini or Sagittarius or Pisces or Virgo to see what the issues are. Now the shadow period is important, so you have to think about 2 weeks before and what's been occurring. I know there's a lot of talk about Mercury retrograde. It's not like your whole life stops because of it, but it's a slowing down of energy. And with Mercury in Gemini, it means a slowing down of information, knowledge, and thoughts, which is a good thing for Geminis because sometimes it's just an overwhelming amount of information to disseminate, and Geminis are just too used to absorbing it, and it really affects the nervous system. So think about that. Now, if you've had any decisions that you've been working on and doing any research before the retrograde shadow period, and you're planning to make a big purchase or make a big decision, it's really not a problem. You just have to be a little more careful and review what your plan is and how you communicate. Review those emails. Don't send them out right away. Take a day, 24 hours to go back and look at them to make sure they have all the points that you think are important. Allow other people to respond. You might find a delay in getting information or money or things in your bank account going wrong. So pay attention to the details. So if you're planning a big purchase like a car and you've been doing your research for the last 2 months, it's okay. You can still buy it. You just have to pay a little more attention to the details. If you're planning to go to the doctor, maybe you've got the day wrong, the time wrong. Take another look. Take 2 or 3 looks. That's what it's talking about. But the retrogrades are, especially Mercury, is more important to look deep within and to reflect on what decisions you've made during the past year and how those decisions are affecting your situation and others. And maybe you need to go in another direction. Don't do it yet. Research it, think about it, plan it, write it down, reflect. And that's what's really good about a retrograde period. Like I said, the world doesn't stop because Mercury is in retrograde, but it gives you time to step back. And especially with it in Gemini, you really need that time to reflect so you don't get overwhelmed or stressed by information. So I'm going to talk about the huge impact that's happening right now. It started with the eclipse, with Mercury going retrograde, Venus is conjuncting Mercury, and the North and South nodes. So if you're a Gemini or Sagittarian, really look out. It's a new direction in your life. You may not know which direction to go. Don't worry about it. Neptune and Jupiter are in Pisces, and they're affecting your sign. And these planets are larger planets. And in Pisces, we're called to be more sensitive to others and our situation, to open up to the world and reduce the ego and learn how to adapt and be flexible with others, absorbing their energy and having a more compassionate and understanding nature. So this is what is affecting the collective now. And if you look at the movement of the pandemic and what it's all the isolation it's caused, this is where it's moving to get us to a place where we can be still and understand others more and have a more open and nurturing nature towards others. So changing the direction of our philosophy and how we think about things like faith, and if we are religious, how we think about our own religion and incorporating others into our belief system, and changing and adapting our belief system. So certainly if you're Gemini or Sagittarius, a new direction is forming for you. And what I'm saying here is that confusing the issue is Jupiter in Pisces, Neptune in Pisces. So you're not going to have a clear direction. But if you connect with that divine source and you create a ritual or a habit or a routine of making sure that you're connecting every day and finding those moments of presence, a direction will unfold. Get out of your mind, get out of the logic, get into the heart, and get into the source of all life. And that will help you direct your energy to the place that is your true purpose. So keep observing the environment. There is going to be a shift into Cancer. Venus will be moving into Cancer and in a more protective state, where you'll be connecting more with your home and creativity and nurturing others and cooking and all those domestic activities. Mars is already there, creating boundaries and protection around your home and how you nurture others. So we'll see that energy shift as time goes on, and I'll talk more about it next week. Don't forget to like, share, and comment to this video. You can find the daily postings of the tarot card on Instagram and the weekly tarot reading on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at the Sita One. So remember, be patient with yourself, keep present, and new ideas will unfold in time. Have a wonderful week, and we'll see you next time.